Good morning, my friends. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts, and I am so very grateful that you have joined me today. Today is April 1st as you're seeing this, and this is not a joke. You see something a little different on my desk today, don't you? Yep, because I want to teach you about the letter A. Yep, letter A. I used to be a preschool teacher. Did you know that? Well, this has nothing to do with preschool, but letter A in the junk journaling dictionary has so many different things that we could use to learn about. Today we're going to talk about ATCs. What is an ATC? That was the first phrase when I started my paper crafting journey that I was like, what in the world does everybody keep talking about ATC for? What does that mean? What is an ATC? An ATC is very simply this. By the way, welcome. Let me tell you first of all why I'm telling you about this. I am joining and participating in the hashtag ABC April 2025 with Seven Plaza and Tony's channel that I always forget the name of. Crafty Tony. They're linked in the description box down below. It's Tony. You know Tony. So, and Margaret too. You know these lovely ladies. And so many others are participating. I'm so very excited to get to know everybody that's going to be involved. But I want to be posting. I'm going to post as often as I can, guys, because I think it's a blast. I think it's fun. I actually enjoy prompts because it kind of gives me a direction. So ATCs is what I'm talking about today because that is the letter A. And I want to tell you about ATCs. ATCs are artist trading cards. And I have a whole collection here. A whole bunch of them that have been sent to me from different crafty friends through different challenges, through birthdays. People have sent me ATCs. ATC is an artist trading card that is made in the crafting community, and it's a little piece of art that someone has made specifically for you to show you their crafty style, something that they like. It may be a theme. They'll put maybe a sentiment on it. They're always going to measure 2.5 by 3.5 inches. And it's going to be a piece of work, a piece of art that they made. On the back side, which I can't actually show you too much. Hang on just a second. Let me make sure the address is covered up. You would put your name. This one is from my friend Dimples, and her birthday was May 3rd. You're going to put your links to your social media, maybe your birthday. You can put your address on there, your favorite colors, your favorite holidays, something about you. If you think about a baseball card in baseball terms or sport terms, baseball cards have all the information about the athlete on the backside, right? Well, this is going to tell us about the artist. And it's a great way to get their birthdays and their address to send happy mail later on. What is happy mail? We can talk about that when we get to H, but basically happy mail is maybe a gift, a card, something, anything that you send somebody that it's like, it's snail mail. It's snail mail. It's got to go in the post office and it's going to come in a package or an envelope. It's something unexpected maybe. It's happy mail. It's just something that makes us happy when we get it. It's a good vibe. It's something from a friend. And that is what happy mail is. But ATCs is what we're talking about today because that's the first letter of the alphabet. So these were all sent to me by different creators. You'll see all their styles are different. They use a combination of different things. We've got stickers, we've got ephemera or fussy cuts, we've got photos, we've got stamping, we've got fibers. There's some fabric on there. There's some book page on there. There's some inking that was done. This one was made, let's see if I can tell you who this one was from, by Angela Swanson, and it's got a little bit of information on there about her. So Angela made me that one. Lots of different things. You'll see peaches down here. You'll see just tons of different things. They use different papers. I'm trying to skip over addresses, guys, so forgive me, but I'm not trying to share everybody's addresses. Lots of fun things. This one has feathers on it. You can make whatever you want to on that 2.5 by 3.5 card. Do it however you like. They've got charms on them, some of them. Just beautiful. Their favorite papers, little sentiment, drawings. There's one with a drawing on it. You can see all kinds of different things. This one looks like it has some goodies, maybe. Oh, it has a wood coin in there for me. I never opened that one. I kept it all together. Isn't that cute? They put a little bag topper on that. That's really sweet. So you'll see a lot of these have different stickers. You may have seen some of these things. There's some Tim Holtz dolls, some paintings, mixed media. There's just some, oh, look at these. Look at this fancy. I think Teresa made this one. This looks like one she sent with her box. It's stuck in there because of the lacquer on there. She did a lot of work on that one. I love these. These are such a treasure because these are made for me by my friends. And these are artist trading cards. So as you can see, I've got a lot of them. So I've been doing this for a minute and really enjoy it. So we're going to make one today. How do you make them? Oh, you know what? I'm so glad you asked. We're going to start by not bumping the camera. So we're going to find one of the things that I do with my scraps sometimes. Now, I have plenty, so I don't need to do this for anytime soon. But I cut a lot of my scraps into an ATC size card. Okay. Today, I think I'd like to use this off-white one. So these are all cut 2.5 by 3.5. It doesn't matter what color paper. You know what? We're going to make more. Well, no, we're just going to make one today. A lot of times you'll make them in multiples so you can put them away and have them on hand. And I have done that here. I actually have some waiting to be sent out. This one is a Christmas grungy one I did. I made a snippet roll and added some goodies to it, some tickets. I wrote all my information on the back. There's a bow on there. Really super cute. And these, I have a little box that holds these drawers, and so I filled the top one with ones that are finished or almost finished, and then the bottom one with blanks. So this one has a little charm on it. I used my Maggie Holmes paper, some stickers. I sewed around this one, put some gold gilding wax on there. So they're all different themes, using my different things around the desk, around the craft room. I like that one a lot. In my heart, you can see, use some photos on those. That's kind of what we're going to do today. This one obviously isn't complete. I used some embossing paper or embossed paper on that one. So I just need to finish that one. This one's not finished either, although I did the whale and the background. I love this paper. But I want to put something here when it's time. I want to know the theme or what it's for or who it's for maybe. Maybe it's a 52nd birthday. Put a 52 here, something like that. You know what I mean? I did one like this with a big 9 on it because they wanted to know my birthday. So mine is on the 9th, and then I actually put the month on the back. So I did that one, watercolored that one. This is another Christmas one. I'll finish putting a sentiment or something there when it's ready to go. Little ticket down here, some different layers. This one is obviously more of a Halloween one. I did the inky paper stuff. Really, really pretty. It's got the mica. Can you see the mica sprays on there? I'll do something a little more Halloween themed and finish up the edges and clean it up. It'll be super cute when it's time. This one was finished. Happy birthday. So sometimes they'll do challenges where, you know, send me an ATC card. We'll have one for a birthday. And another one for a birthday. And another one for a birthday. There's a lot of those challenges. And another birthday. I had a lot of those dies, I think. There's another one. I had this owl in my stash. I thought I'd make something cute. Adventure awaits. And another birthday. So those are some samples. Let's make one together today. We've got some time. And you can honestly, you can do this any old way you want to. Something that makes you happy in your own artistic style. Because that's what they're asking you for. They're asking you, make me something. Make me something that represents you and who you are. And they may ask for a theme or something like that. And that's okay. You know, maybe it's a Christmas theme, or maybe it's a Halloween theme, or maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. It could be anything. It could be a floral theme. In fact, I think that's kind of what I want to do today. I want to do a floral theme. I've got some flowers that are die cut here on my desk already. Ooh, this is beautiful too. We could put some ribbon on there. Oh, let's do that. I didn't see any of those with ribbon. And I'd like to kind of mix media it up just a little bit. But I've got these started, but they're going to be the wrong colors. That's not going to work. That's not going to work, you guys. I'm going to have to do it different, and that's okay. Well, we can cut, maybe I can cut some out and put some in. I can cut some out. Not we. I'll do it. I'll do the work. you guys hang out with me, okay? All right, I'm going to start by, oh, I know what I'm going to start with. I want to start with one of these. I made these backgrounds. But if I do that, how's that ribbon going to work on there? For the flowers. Maybe I don't want to do that. That would be going a totally different direction, wouldn't it? Because this ribbon is really wide. So if I did that, remember, you've only got 2.5 by 3.5 inches to work. So if I do that, even if I go this way, that's going to be really wide. What do we want to do? 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 Let's go grunge. Let's go ID card. Let's go. What's this one? Ooh, it's a lady. It's, should we go grungy? I still want to put some trim on it though, because now I'm excited about that trim. How can I add this in? You know what? Okay. Was there one without? Let's see. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. We're going to do a little grunge, little ID card-ish postcard or something. I don't know. It's going to be grungy, but it's going to have photos on it. It's going to be pretty because we're not going to stop until it's pretty. We're not done until we like it, right? And we, oh, you know what? We could put the flowers over it too. We can make this work. This is going to work. Come on. It's not like I haven't used this glue already. I have. Why am I having trouble? So I've got a new, quite a few subscribers that have subscribed in the last few days. So I wanted to welcome you. And thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoy the channel. And please know that anytime you have questions or concerns or just want to say hey, I will respond to all of my messages. And that's me commenting in their comment section to you. So I love hearing from you guys. If you have questions or ideas, I'd love to hear about them. If you have something that you would like me to cover during ABC April, I would love to hear about that too. If you have a certain letter or a certain technique or something that you'd like to see, I'm happy to take suggestions. I may or may not use them for the month if I already have something going on, but I want to hear about it because I can always come back and do it later. I love being able to do that for you guys. So there's things you're wanting to learn. Why didn't I cut that off first? Why didn't I do that? Then I'd be happy to help. So just let me know. Let me know. I do a lot of crafting here. All kinds. My style is kind of all over the place, but grunge and vintage and is my favorite. Tim Holtz is my spirit animal. And there we go. I love to do vintage hauls. I love to do crafty hauls too, but I try not to do too many. Well, I try not to spend a lot of money, guys, but I do it sometimes. Even though I say I'm not going to. I was going to do a whole 2025 no spend year. I gave up in January. I messed up. I mean, it just wasn't happening, guys. I'm sorry. I failed you, but I needed things. Oh my gosh. I started seeing some beautiful things and I think I need that for my videos. I think I need to show my friends. All right, I'm gonna actually trim this one back just a bit. So like I said, there's no real rules to this except that the size of the card, it should be flat technically, or as flat as you can, because it should go into one of those baseball card sleeves. But a little bit of dimension doesn't hurt anything. We're gonna, Ooh, that's pretty. I'll take a little bit more. Let's grunge it up even more. Let's do it. Let's really do this. Let's commit. One more there. Okay. Now throw those away before they get stuck on something. I'm gonna ink that, but I'm gonna use walnut stain. Oops! I tried to take the lid off. The whole thing came with it. Use some walnut stain, and I'm just gonna kind of go around here. I just want to add a little bit of color, knock back the white, make it look a little grungier, a little more tattered, a little more, you know, vintage, instead of brand new, straight out of the package. There, that's better already. I kind of want to add like dark spots on it though, like it really got kind of messy. There we go. That'll work. All right, and then I think I'd like to well, first I'm going to trim back this side because I see a little bit of the card underneath. Okay, and then I'm going to go around with my scissors because I really love the grungy edges. My scissors do this really well. And you can round your corners or you don't have to. It's totally up to you. Remember, this is your art. This is your work of art, not mine. Well, this is mine, but you're going to make your own, and it's going to be the way you like it. What makes your eyes happy? You can use stickers. You can use your ephemera. You can use, you know, photos like I'm going to. You can use stamps, stencils, whatever you want to make it look the way you like it. Don't know your style yet? Then make a bunch of them and just kind of play with it. See what makes you happiest. Kind of see where your trend goes. I didn't realize or recognize or know what my style was until I really started creating and watching creators and knowing who I was enjoying. So once I realized that, I was like, oh, I'm going to try some of these techniques. And you know what? It helped me find my style. And I think that's kind of what we all have to do, is try some different things. I tried the pink and the cutesy and all those things. They didn't suit me. You know, it wasn't me. I didn't care for it. And then I tried, you know, I tried all the things. I just kept trying, and nope, that needs to go down there. I'm trying to balance this and this, so it feels better to put the rose down here. Now I want to put, I'm thinking, my thought is this. I'm going to trim her just a bit smaller. I'm also going to rough her edges up. This is an actual photo. So it's on photo paper, of course, and it's an old one. I don't know how old, but it is. And I'd like to put her here. And I'd like to think this is her son. And we're going to put him down below. Kind of like this. I think that's kind of cute. I don't have a sentiment at the moment, but I'm also feeling like that leaves a bit of room down here at the bottom. That is, oh, the flowers. I was going to put those flowers on there. We may just put her on there. I'm going to decide. I'm going to go ahead and cut some flowers, guys, with my die. I'm going to come back and we're going to see how it works on there. So I'll be right back. All right, I've got some flowers cut now, and I think they're going to look beautiful here. I'm not sure about these guys yet. I'm still debating on those, on how we're going to do that. But I have some leaves and I have some flowers. We're going to go ahead and color up these flowers a little bit and give them some texture. And what I mean by that is they are, ooh, what color do I want to use in the middle of those? Not, ooh, well, I wonder what that would look like on there. Fire brick red might be a little darker than I expect. I'm thinking, oh, it's too pink. I love this one. Talk about pink, huh? It's gonna have a blue tone. Oh, shoot. Should have thought about that, but I guess we're gonna kind of go a little bit purplish. I don't know that this is the right answer, but actually, let's see here. I have a piece of that scrap. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, I'm glad I tested it because I don't like that at all. That color just does not look right on there to me, right there. It's not what I'm looking for. So I will get out. You know what? I'm going to go with my first instinct and look at fire brick red. Just to see. It's actually, it's kind of what I wanted. Kind of a red tone in there, just to make it a little bit darker. I kind of would like it a little deeper, almost a muddier color, but I don't quite know what color that would be. What's this one? Lumberjack plaid. We can try lumberjack plaid. That might actually work. I don't know. Well, it's certainly not muddier, but it's nice. Lumberjack plaid or fire brick red? This one, huh? Let's go more red. This is more orange. To the orange side. Sometimes you just got to play a little bit. You know what? Let's try this one too. Let's try abandoned coral and see what it does on this pink. It's definitely coral. Not quite what I wanted. Almost brightens it up. Let's go back with the lumberjack plaid. I think that's going to be the best option. Oh, you know what? I forget sometimes. I have colors by other companies, but I forget to use them. Let me see real quick. Ooh, that's close, but that's practically the same color. What about two coral? I think we're looking at the best choice here. Or I didn't think about that one. Aged mahogany. Come here, sample. Nope, that's the color right there. Put that one away. That's the color I wanted. If you're not happy with it, keep trying. Eventually, you might get there. Or you could get out a marker or something. But see how that red is a lot closer to the red that's on here. That's what I was looking for. So, and this, you're going to laugh because I don't really need very much of it at all. I just kind of want to go in here. Just in the middle of these flowers and darken them up a little bit. That's it. That's all I needed it for. Just a little bit. But you're going to see it's going to make such a difference in the end. On the end result. It's going to be like, oh yeah, I see now. And then I'm going to just kind of go with the edges here and kind of touch the petals just a bit. So I have a little bit of that ink on there. This part you might not see very well, but just a touch. When you have different layers of color, it makes the paper not look so flat and fake. And we want that. We don't want it to look flat and fake. So those little bits of color are super important as we go along. Okay. Aged mahogany has come in clutch this last week for me. And then I want to take these leaves and kind of do a little bit of the same thing and use a color. liking this one. Just use a little bit of color on these to do the same thing. Just add a little bit of something, something. There's no rhyme or reason how I'm doing this, just adding a little bit. Just to make it look not so flat. Then I'll show you those in just a second. Let's see if I can pick them up. Can you see how I've got the ink just in those spots, just at the tips? And then on the flowers, you can see just in the middle. It may or may not show up well on camera. I'm not sure, guys. I'm sorry. And then just around the edges. I can see it when it's on my mat, but I have a hard time even seeing it up here. I can see the green for sure. But it definitely is making a difference. All right, now. One of the things I really like doing with these flowers, they have these little centers. And I'm going to, the best way for me that I've figured out to put these centers in, because they're such tiny little pieces of paper, put a little hill of glue, get some of those to stick to your finger, even if you have to lick it. Stick them on there, just drop them on. And then you can use a tweezers or your finger or something to get them into that glue. Just make them stay there in the center. Now, why did I bother coloring the center when I was just going to put these on there? Because I put the ink all the way out a little bit deeper. So even though I started in the middle, that ink came out even deeper than that. So that is why. Do that one and this one too. This is one way to use, you can use your die cuts in, you know, even vintage or distressed things that you make. You don't have to just save them for pretty clean and simple cards, which I think is fantastic. You can use them for whatever you want. And ink is a great way to change that paper to work the way you need it to. Okay, some of those are probably won't stick just because there's quite a few on there. That's perfect, because when it dries a little bit more, we'll pick it up and some of those extras will fall off. So here's my thought. Thinking one of these flowers. Now, I think I want to put another stamp or something under there. And I think I want to find this one again. And I just used that this afternoon, and I put it where? I put it this afternoon. Since you're probably watching this in the morning, when I say this afternoon, I'm filming this on Monday because I will be at work in the morning. So I wanted to film this in advance. Besides, I wanted to play with these toys. Where did I put it, you guys? Okay, so I guess I'm not doing that. Really? I lost it that quick. I just got that stamp set today and I lost it that quick. It's here. I know it is. I'm overlooking it because I want to find it. But I can't believe I misplaced it already. Oh my word. Sometimes I just crack myself up. You know what? Let's use this one instead. Let's use this one. This is a good one too. This one. And what I'd like to do is use, not that one. Let's go back and use this green. Since this is what we used on the leaves, let's use this green. Nobody will say, hey, that's the color you used on the leaves. But it is, and so it'll kind of help go with it. Okay, and then we'll put this part over here. And most of that's going to be covered. That's okay. This is called a background. It does not need to be perfect. But I think that's going to add a little bit more something to it. Just like that. Yep, I like it. Okay. So are these doing okay? These are doing okay. Now, one of the things I like to do with these is kind of run my fingernail on them. I don't, which reminds me also, we're going to use some glue gun. We're going to use some glue gun on these. Oh, you know what I did? It's okay. We're doing this one different. I did these before on these cards, but I layered the layers here. See how they turned out quite a bit different? We're not going to layer them this time. We're just going to have single layers. They'll be very delicate. And I'm thinking we're going to put this one, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down because I need to. Put this one down here. Because that's where it's going to go. Okay, and then I'm going to put these stems back along the side over here. And I'd like one of these to kind of go behind Mom's head. That's going to have to go back this way just a bit. Tip it more that way. Okay, and the reason I want the glue gun is because it's going to help me make some depth on these and some lifting. So I'm thinking I'd like to put that there, put Mom's head here. Oh, I may not be able to do it that way. So here's what I'm going to do. Don't tell anybody I did this. One, here, some scissors, and I won't risk hurting anything else. We're going to pretend like those petals are behind her head, behind her picture. You see what I did there? So they'll kind of frame it. And will that work? That'll work, and then I can stick one of them back up underneath there. Like that, so that it doesn't show that it's torn off. Okay, let's move those out of the way. And then we can put Sun's picture down here. Do we want Sun on there? Are we worried about Sun being on there? Kind of thinking we can keep this one a little flatter and maybe put it here. And then we can put another one here and put that stem there. What do you guys think about that? Something like that. And then put these leaves in here. Don't want to go too far off our edge. I think I'm already encroaching on too far, but we're still okay. Something like that, guys. What do you think about that? I think that'll be cute. We'll have to pull her down just a little bit. Okay, that's what my plan is. I'm going to keep that flower posted right where it's at, this top one, because that one's going to lead the way in where everything else goes. So let's kind of put that one there. Basically, I should have left that petal there on attached to that flower, but that's okay. Okay. And then Mom's going to go here. We're going to scrape her up a little bit. I'm actually going to make her a little bit smaller too. Just a little bit. I know I already did, but I'm feeling like she's still really taking up a lot of space on here. Okay, and I want to kind of work her picture just a little bit. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing to his. Now, in reality, these people probably didn't even know each other, because these are just random pictures out of my faux family box. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink these just to get rid of some of that white color. Age them up just a little bit. Just using the ink that's already on my dauber. Okay, so then that one's already glued down. Let's use this and put her down there. She goes next, right there. Ooh, and that will potentially glue down that little flower, which is great. Let me hold her down for just a minute. She doesn't want to stick to that fabric, which is fine. I can put some hot glue under there if she doesn't want to stay. And then we're going to put some glue under this one. Ooh, that hurt. And I didn't do the leaves or the petals with this one, so I need to go back and kind of do that. Just to kind of fold them up a little bit, gives them a little bit of life. And I'll show you how to make those stay too, just a bit. All right, that one's already on there. I want to put the boy next. Put him right there. Maybe this is a Mother's Day ATC card. I don't know, it could be. It could be. Okay. And then let me find the placement for this flower. Gently using my fingernail just to curve those just a bit. So we'll put this one, where was it? Here? That will work. So I want this stem to kind of go this way. I think I like it better there. Ooh. And then we'll put this stem back down below that. Okay, and then these leaves, we can kind of tuck up in there. And these we can also use our fingernail with and kind of bend them up a little bit, just a bit, not too much. And should we put this one up here? Or should we put it down here? Or we could leave it off altogether. We could put it up there. Let's put it up there. I'm gonna have to glue her down with hot glue because she keeps sticking up. All right, you guys, there's that. Now to give these a little height, I'm going to give you a little bit of hot glue tip for you. So one of the fun uses for hot glue is to give some height to your project. So you see how these are curved up. If you put a little dollop of glue underneath that hot glue, just a little spot, touch this down lightly. Don't press it all the way down, and then hold it there. it's going to act kind of like a foam sticker, and it's going to dry like that. It's not going to dry pressed down. It's going to stay right there. So it's going to take a little bit more beating and it won't flatten out. It's going to give a little bit of height to your item, whatever it is. And that's one way that you can get a little bit of lift on these little things. Or, you know, if something you want just a little bit elevated, just enough, but not something as big as a foam tape would do. You can just kind of touch that in there. It's great for these little things. You just have to be real careful not to smoosh it down while it's still hot, because you won't be able to change it after that. See, this one's already stuck. I can't move that one. Do the same thing here. Just got a little bit of glue under there. I'm going to hold it gently, because remember, we don't want these to be too tall. If you put foam tape all over, it's going to be hard, first of all, to get foam tape to fit on all those little petals to give them that. But if you don't do something to them, then they're just going to flatten out. And that's not pretty either. You want to give them that height. That's why we curled them, right? That's why we took the time to do that, to give them a little bit of life. And this can definitely do that. Just have to be patient with it. Don't get the glue on yourself. It'll be hot. Just hold them down. Once you're done, you can get all the little glue strings and stuff off. But because this glue dries hard, those pieces are not going anywhere. That one's already done. He's coming up too. I'm going to have to glue him down too. Ah, I got that on my finger. All right, now these, of course, these don't have anything to glue to, so I'm going to be careful with those, but I can give it a little lift. Just a touch. Just a quick little squeeze. That's my helpful tip for you today. One of them. Okay, just a itty bitty bit. What did I do there? Did I not do that flower already? I thought I did. Maybe I lifted it too soon. No, I didn't do that one yet. I'll show you just a second when I get these finished up a little closer. So you can see the results. Some of that off the edge there. All right, now I think I got all of them. See, they're pretty hard now. And then I didn't do that one because it goes off the edge. I want to use, my tweezers to kind of, first of all, let's knock off any of those little tiny flower centers that didn't work. Get some of this glue off the edge that got stuck where it shouldn't have. And if there's any strings, tweezers are really good to get those off. All right, you guys, so what is an ATC? It's an artist trading card, and it's an expression of your art. It's something that tells the recipient a little bit about your style and about you. So I hope you like my artist trading card today. I hope that you are inspired to make bunches of them for your friends. That's actually thread. I'm trying to pull it off thinking it's glue. It's thread. It's stuck there. And I hope that you enjoyed this process. I hope that you will like and subscribe and join me for more this month. It's going to be a fun month, guys. Go check out all the different people that are participating just by simply selecting that hashtag ABC April 2025, you'll see everybody who's playing along. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.